Guys, welcome to my channel. It has been 6 months since I posted, so I can't even believe it's been that long. Life has just been crazy, so I am so glad to finally be able to post a video. I've missed you guys and I want to talk about so much. So first update is that the embassy ended up approving our application. So yay, they approved our application after it got approved the first time and then sent back again. So then it was approved again and we got our welcome letter. So for people who don't know what that is, a welcome letter is the letter that the embassy sends you, basically letting you know what your new case number is, because you're no longer with USCIS anymore once you're with the embassy. So you get a new case number, and then in that letter they let you know the things that you need to do. One of those things, for example, is you have to fill out this form online called the DS-160 form. That's for the K-1 visas. I believe there's different forms for different visas that you're applying for, but for the K-1 visa they ask for the DS-160 form. They also ask you to pay for your visa fee. There's like medical tests that you have to do too. There's like a whole bunch of things that you have to prepare. You need to bring like your beneficiary, who would be your fiance, would have to bring papers with them proving their relationship, financial records, proving that their fiance will be able to support them while they're here. They have to bring all of that stuff. So all of that was outlined in my letter. And I started working on all that. So my fiance is, as you guys know, but if you're new here, he is from Haiti. So our embassy was in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, which is the capital of Haiti. So that's where it came from. And so we started we're really excited and we started working on things right away. So we filled out the DS-160 form. So I just want to let you guys know, I don't know if this is like this for every embassy or every country. I can't say, because obviously I've only just done this one time with my fiance and it was for Haiti. But the form that you have to fill out on the DS-160 application, like online, that website, is the most not user-friendly form I have ever filled out in my freaking life. Like, I literally, guys, I felt like when I was filling out this form, I felt like they were trying to discourage me and discourage my fiance from filling it out, because literally, so you go on there and they ask you a bunch of questions, which is expected, but it would literally time out because you have to make an account first before you can go on there. It would time out, I promise you, every 5 to 10 minutes. So here I am, I'm filling out the form, doing the things, getting the information, whatever. And if I take 5 minutes too long, it would sign me out and I have to re-sign in again. And when you sign in, you put your username and your password, then you have to answer all these security questions. It wasn't just an easy sign in. It was extra steps you had to do. So I just was so frustrated, and the application is pretty lengthy. It's not a short application, it's kind of long. So that was so annoying. So just be prepared. I don't know if that happens to everybody when they fill out that application, but that DS-160 was I was miserable. I was I cannot wait until I'm done this thing. And when I did my DS-160 form, so I actually was out of the country at the time. Well, I started it in America, but then I ended up going out of the country on a trip with my family. And when I was filling it out, it was doing the same thing both places. Because at first I was oh, maybe it's because I'm not in the US, but I was in Canada, so I don't feel I was that far away. But yeah, it was, even when I was here and when I was there, it was horrible. And there were a lot of things that we had to prepare. I had to find out a lot of information that I didn't know, that I had to ask my fiance's mom, and that he also didn't even know either, that he had asked his mom too. Some of the questions they asked are pretty standard stuff, your name, your address, where you were born, your parents' name, and everything. And this is for my fiance, all of his information. And then they asked, have you ever been to the US before? If you have, what dates did you come? What were you here for? And my fiance has been to the US. He's been to the US a couple times when he was younger. As a kid, he traveled here with his mom. But he didn't remember like the dates because he was so young when it happened. So we had to like ask his parents, and they were like trying to like track back and trying to remember. So like that was a whole thing too. Just figuring out dates and times of things. And we didn't ask times, but like just dates of things, I mean. And then they also asked for, which I thought was interesting. I feel like this is something new that they're doing because obviously social media hasn't been like around the way it is now forever. They asked for my fiance's social media pages. Like they asked him, what social media pages do you have? And then the links to them. So he has Facebook, he has Twitter. So he put those. He put YouTube, even though a lot of people don't think of YouTube as like a social media website, but it pretty much is. So we put that just in case. So I thought that was interesting because I was like, I guess, the embassy or, the people who make the decision on if you can come or not are going to look into that too, which I guess makes sense because now like with social media, you can figure out a lot about someone. So yeah, that was something that I didn't expect them to ask for. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And then all of the other things are pretty like standard questions. Like employment, they asked him, did he ever work in his home country? If he did, what did he do? From when to when was he working there? If he left the job, why? Or if he was, removed, why? What happened? They asked for names and phone numbers of his managers at his jobs, which I thought was also interesting too, because like, I don't know, for some reason I didn't think that they would ask something like that, but they did. So we put, the name of his former manager. Yeah, they asked like a lot of information and a lot of things that like I didn't really expect, like the social media and then the managers. And then what else? So after that, we did all of that. We filled that out. We sent that away. We were done. Another thing I forgot to mention. So towards the end of the application, they ask a lot of questions that are kind of like, I want to say like national security. Like they ask a lot of questions like, have you ever been involved in like a terrorist organization, or do you have certain views? And the views were kind of like terrorism type of views, trying to like gauge and see like if you were ever involved in like any groups like that, or if you were ever involved in a gang or any, any criminal activity in your home country, which I thought that stuff, not necessarily the terrorist questions, but I thought the stuff about being involved with different things in your home country, like that was pretty like standard stuff. I figured they would ask that because they would want to know like the person who's coming here, are they a good person? Are they safe to enter? So that made sense to me. But that was basically like the main points, I would say, for what they asked about for the DS-160 form. And then after that, we sent it away. We like filed it and we did that. Then we went to pay for the visa form, like the visa application form. Not the visa application form, like the interview form. Basically, there's like an interview fee that you have to pay. So he had to go to his home country in Haiti, and he had to go to this place called Soje Express. And at Soje Express is where he was able to pay the fee. And I believe the fee, if I'm not mistaking myself, I believe it was like $295. I want to say. I feel like I'm not saying the correct price. I'm going to put that in the description with the actual prices because I feel like I'm not remembering right now. But we went and paid the fee. And then we're like, okay, now we're going to work on getting all of our things together. And then we're going to go to try to get this interview scheduled. Woohoo! Guys, that was not the case. So because of things that were going on in the country, they ended up closing the embassy after we paid the fee, of course. So that was fun. They closed the embassy and they didn't know when interviews would be being scheduled. We called them and they were like, as of right now, we have no idea. We have been hearing that they might reopen the embassy again in 2026. So it's literally crazy. Like I was so upset and I just felt like, what is like this crazy amount of bad luck that we've been having? Because first we had our application approved, then it was sent back, then it was approved again, and now it's like we finally get the letter and we're doing all the things and we pay the visa fee and we're getting ready to like try to see if we can get a interview, and then the embassy closes, so it's like we can't do anything anymore. So that's kind of where we're at with that. And another thing I forgot to mention before that is that so to go and look for interview times, you go on ustraveldocs.com, which is a website that you would make an account for your fiance. And that's where you can go on there to look for interview times, and also to see if the fee that you paid for the interview is on there, because you need to do that before you can look for interviews. So we went on there and we're looking for, you know, the times, and then that's around when everything closed. So that's where we're at with that. I'm not too upset though, because this video will be too long if I put this in here, but there is a new update about my fiance and I. So I'm going to put out another video talking about that. But yeah, my K1 journey is kind of halted / coming to an end. And I am not upset about it. I will tell you guys exactly what is happening now and what's going on in the next video, because I don't want this to be too long. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's been so long. I'm really happy that I was able to be able to put one out, and I'm going to really like try and focus on putting more out even when life is getting crazy. But it's been hard for me. Your girl is just trying her best out here. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you on the next video with my new exciting update very soon. Bye.